tips and tricks. As the previous tips and tricks sessions held by Miruna, this session is going to be about the voice. I'm going to have to look. Oh, I forgot to mention it's going to be without feedback because it's like a bonus. As the next. No, first.
Sorry.
The first. As Maya Angelou said, words mean more than what is set down on paper. It takes the human voice to infuse them with deeper meaning. And as Richard Strauss said, the human voice is the most beautiful instrument of all, but the most difficult to play. What is it all about? It's not only about what you transmit, but also how you transmit. There are mainly three components to be in a good speech. The non-verbal, the body language, to be concise and clear, and the voice. What you should be aware of: the volume, the speed, the pitch, the pauses, normal one. You let some space between words, and the fillers. The fillers are those words that are told when you're nervous. And the last one, clarity of words. The volume. Loud versus whispering. You should adapt according to what you say and find a balance. Not speak all the time with a loud voice. Maybe at the end, it's almost whispering. And it depends also to you. The speed. Because of emotion, people tend to rush and to speak fast. But I recommend, and it's not only my recommendation, have some pauses and speak slow. Practice home in front of a mirror and analyze yourself. Study how your face is. The pitch. The pitch refers to the intonation. If it's low or down, you're like a musician. Imagine that your voice has also rhythm. Imagine that through your voice, you're transmitting emotions, and your voice can create something through your speech. And that emotions are transmitted by emphasizing some words. The pauses. Like reading, when we speak, there are necessary some pauses. You do not speak fast. If you're here, stay and give your speech. You do not have a burden. You do not need to get off that burden. Avoid the fillers, like I said. Try to avoid them. Clarity of words. That refers to enunciation and pronunciation. I suggest to get rid as much as possible of those slang words. Try to be as clear as possible and not use words that are not understood by others. For example, words that belong to a specific domain. And try to not use regionalism words and different words that are in your specific to your region. I have also some tips and tricks, some recommendations. Do some tongue twisters. You can find in almost all the languages in the.
Try one.
Show us one.
Yeah.
Um, in English, you prefer?
Yeah.
Three witches swatch. Three watches. Which witch swatched which watch?
What?
Yeah.
Three watches.
Swatch.
Swatch. Watch or swatch? Three witches. Watch or watch?
Watch.
I get it.
Three witches. Watch. Three watches. Three witches. Three watch.
Which witch swatched which watch?
Yeah.
Which witch?
Oh, yeah. Thank you.
There's a movie about different tongue twisters in different languages. I saw in Tirana. Read as much as possible loud. If you're alone at home, if you have a book, don't read all the time in your mind. Recite poetry. Listen to poetry and to different stories. For the Romanian people, I recommend the psalms that are recited by Marcel Iureș. I recommend different poems, different stories read, recited by Marcel Iureș, different actors. They know the best how to use their voice, and we can use them as examples. And for the English one, I recommend The Road Not Taken by Robert Frost. You can find on Google with some pictures. The road that divides in two parts. It's a very famous poetry. And as a challenge, if you have the space, you have the chance, do some storytelling to kids, with kids. And a movie, The King's Speech. Someone saw the movie? Almost all the audience.
It's a good one.
Very good book.
It's about the father of
Elizabeth II.
Queen Elizabeth, the
Queen of
Queen of England that is old now, the grandmother of Diana's sons. No?
Yeah.
Yes, and
Maybe.
of her father that was the king of England during the World War II, when Winston Churchill was
Prime Minister.
Edward
Prime
VI.
Minister. What?
Edward VI, something like that.
Edward VI, yes.
Okay.
George.
He had
George the Sixth. Not
George
Edward.
VI.
Edward was his brother who abdicated for a divorcee woman.
Ah, okay.
The king was George.
And he had to have a vocal coach. That is
Because he couldn't speak.
August,
In public.
August, somehow
Not-
famous actor.
He couldn't speak in public and
Yes.
he needed a vocal one.
He stuttered. He had a problem flexing words.
And imagine that you're an actor and play with your voice. Different people, different situations, different voice. Play this game. And also, a second game, different people have different voices. For example, sport moderator, a broadcaster has a different voice, a person that is nervous, a person that is enthusiastic. in the as a conclusion and as a game, do almost the same game, but with each person say it in a different manner. I'm Ioana, nice to meet you. With a different person, I'm Ioana, nice to meet you. Emphasize some words, or say in a different way, nervous, enthusiastic, like a sport broadcaster, very fast, very slow. And
Okay, go.
I hope that you took at least 3 things home, that you're gonna do 3 things. Thank you.
Yeah.